Today I have brought Sultai Control. With this deck idea, we are a bit of a Shigeki Colossal Turtle combo deck. If you're not familiar with this, is we can discard the Visionary here for the channel of double X, double green, to return up to X target non-legendary cards from our graveyard back to our hand. This means that we can just perpetually get back a lot of cards, and the reason why I say perpetually is because we can use the Sky Turtle here for the green discard of 1 green, 2 of any color, return target card from our graveyard to our hand, so we can use this to get the Shigeki, and we're going to loop this together. Now, the way that this is actually really strong is that we can use Sky Turtle, get Shigeki. Shigeki allows us to get back our board wipes, either Drag to the Bottom or Meat Hook Massacre, but also lets us get off all of our spot removal, like March Red Sorrows, Tear Asunder, and we have answers basically to all permanent types with this deck due to this. We have a little control in the deck for direct removal in the March's Red Sorrow and Cut Down. We have the Massacre for our sweeper, as well as Drag to the Bottom. We have some draw in the form of Joint Exploration, which will also potentially help us accelerate mana. This is a brand new card if you're not familiar with, so 2 mana to scry to draw a card. And if you kick it for 1 green, we may then put a land onto the battlefield, kind of like a Growth Spiral, just with an extra mana so that we get the scry 2 then. We have some Make Disappears for counterspell action. We have Planeswalker Payoffs in Renin 7 to generate the huge Tree Folk. Also to help make sure we find our lands, because our mana is going to be very expensive to do our combos. But also Kaito Shizuki to give us the Ninja for unblockable damage, but also just mainly because it's a great draw engine. Because even if we, don't have a creature to attack in, we can just still go with the draw card, discard off the +1s and still get a lot of value because we can bring it back with Shigeki. A card that also doubles for the purpose of Sky Turtle is we are using Urborg Repossession. So this is another new card. For 1 black, we get to return target creature from our graveyard to our hand and gain 2 life. If we kick it for the extra green and a colorless, we can then return any permanent card from our graveyard back to our hand. Now this is particularly useful because not only does that mean that we can actually get back our Shigeki because of the return of creature, but we're able to actually recover legendary cards from our graveyard, so we're able to get back like Katose, Old Retstein, Urtai, Renin 7, and just be able to keep applying those other forms of pressure against the opponent. Because Shigeki is able to return non-legendary cards from our graveyard back to our hand. So Shigeki's primary goal is just to get us back, Drag to the Bottom and things like that. I know we're running a lot of legendaries in this deck, considering we're running Shigeki, but I think we should still be fine just because of how we have the Urborg Repossession here. We primarily use the Shigeki to get back the Drag to the Bottom, March Red Sorrows, and some of the draw counterspell action, as well as Tear Asunder. So we'll hop into games and see how well this will actually work out for us. On the start, we have a pretty decent hand here. Thanks to the Triome, Drag to the Bottom is immediately going to be basically a Languish. So it would be -4/-4. To be honest, I would like to have more Drag to the Bottoms in the deck instead of Meat Hook Massacres, just because it's easier to get back with Shigeki. But I just only have 2 copies at the moment. I can only craft so many rares. Alright, opponent just land passes to us. We'll go for the Marsh. This way we have access to our blue mana. Alright, opponent's a recursion deck. Very obvious because of the Cathartic Pyre discard of double creature there. So we're going to want to make sure we have Make Disappear mana up. So we're gonna land pass. Potentially bring down Shigeki next turn. Red Steam can stay on the board, because we can just cut it down before the trigger even resolves, so they don't get the I was gonna say the potential to use Rutscene if they hit like a treasure off of it and maybe have some kind of protection or whatnot. Alright, Shigeki to board. Pass it back. And opponent's gonna try to use their recursion. We will make it disappear. Alright, we'll land and pass. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So yeah, we can actually return. So, activate Sky Turtle, discard. Add Make Disappear back to hand. And counter Olivia. Opponent gives us an oops. I'm not entirely sure why, but... Alright, so we have Tear Asunder in hand. And we don't really have any other play, so we'll just pass. Shigeki's ability to put the land in play puts it into play tapped, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So, if they go for recursion, we just need to hold up the Shigeki. We'll block. Alright. We'll just activate Shigeki here now. With the land. Opponent's turn. Oh, looks like they do have a recursion spell. Well, that's annoying. But not the end of the world, because we can hit the drag. Let's see, how much mana does this cost in the graveyard? Costs 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So even if we drag that, they can bring it back. But we will still go for the drag. And bring Shigeki to the board. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can only do this for 5. Alright, so they're going to bring back Olivia so that way they can get the haste attack and immediately bring something back out. Figured it would be something like Titan. It's going to hurt. No denying that. Okay, so activate Shigeki. Get the land. And we hit them with the drag again. Titan has to go the XL because there's no legendary vampire on the board. So opponents hit a lot of their recursion, but we've at least been able to just keep them off the board here. Let's see. At this point, we'll hold Shigeki for discard. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We can bring back 3 cards. I don't feel like I need to use the Meathook Massacre against the Harvester. I'm gonna hold up for the Tear Asunder as a possibility as well. Alright, they hit in for 3. They go for Titan. We'll let the Titan resolve all of its abilities first. Alright, we'll discard 1, 2, 3. We will add Sky Turtle, March, and Counterspell's kind of useless at this point because it's a taxing one and they have more than enough mana. I think we'll just get Drag. Let's go ahead, tear the Titan asunder. Land the board. And drag the rest. This allows us to hold up March, just in case our opponent does manage to find another recursion spell for Olivia. Unfortunately, it will... Okay, I'm fine with Caretaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play the Kaido. Go for the minus.
There are many secrets I don't. I've got all kinds of connections.
Because I can't hold enough mana for... Oh, actually, I did have enough mana. I thought I was 1 short for killing the Olivia if it came back. Oh well, we'll just give up the Sky Turtle. We'll lose our combo for the Graveyard then, to put Olivia back in their hand if they go for the Revive. Are you gonna stick with Avabruck? We'll start off by attacking. Go for a plus.
Now, what do we have here?
Here's the awkward situation. How many Shigekis are in the graveyard? All 3 of them are in the graveyard, so we have to go for Shigeki. If I don't play anything, they get that power, but we have to just pass. I can always just March of Red Sorrows our own creature here. Okay. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think, how much do we need to discard for Shigeki? The math is on this is a little hard, so 1, 2. So we can discard 2. That means we can still march this for the 1, stay alive. Discard for 2. Need the Sky Turtle and... take drag. Well, this gets more complicated. I was really hoping to draw something else there. Go for the draw discard.
I know something you don't know.
Discard the land. Or I mean the Terrace Under. Gonna have to give up on getting Shigeki back. Go for the double drag. If they hit another recursion spell on the Caretaker, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. My opponent just passes it back to us. Okay, this is what we were hoping for. Because now we can bring back the Shigeki. And we can also bring back Sultai here. Go for the -1. Now we have the ability to get back any card from our graveyard. We can counterspell them. That's fine, you can cut that down. Now the counterspell does give them a card draw. How much can I discard Shigeki to get back? One, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we can get 4 cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab this, grab Sky Turtle, grab March, and we'll grab Drag. We'll kick this. Grab these two. We play Katose. We will get rid of the Caretaker. Let's see, so we're looking at one more Titan in the deck, one Zatora. A lot more recursion spells. One Shieldred. Okay, I think we can handle that. The only thing I'm worried about is the Riveteer's Charm because it exiles our graveyard. See, if we bring this to the board... What can they bring back? Cocktrail can come back, so... Hold off on bringing that to the board for right now. Go for the plus. Discard the land.
I'll be taking that now.
And... pass to the opponent. We'll let that hit the board, so that way we can just use Tear Asunder. Reflections of Kikijiki can't copy it. Because it's legendary, so... Alright, see here, we can go for the Caretaker. Go for an attack. And go for the plus.
I know something you don't know.
I think we're just better off just passing it back. We already have so much value on the board. At this point, if they do actually hit the charm to get rid of our graveyard, that's perfectly fine. My opponent's just going to pass it to us. Wretch Sorrow. I'm just going to click 5 just because it's an arbitrary number. And move to combat and finish it. There we go. I was a little worried because of just how many times they did their recursion thing, if we'd get through it, but we actually did. We did get really low, there's no denying that, but we managed to actually do it. Alright. On the open, this seems like a pretty good hand. We got the ability to go for Rutstein pretty early, we have March to protect us, and we have the repossession, so... Seems like a good time here. I'll lead with the Proving Grounds. He is Xander to lounge, so I guess we're against the Rakdos Vampire deck again. Let's see if we can get Shigeki to sit on board. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The type of removal that they'd have to use on it would more than likely tap them out, so they don't progress their board at least. And going with the attack first, see if they block situation. They'll obviously take the hit. And they cut it down. Alright, Rutstein to the board. Not exactly what I was hoping to mill, but we don't have the ability to play it anytime soon, so that works out. Alright. Well, we're gonna lose 2. But we are going to just... Yeah, we're just gonna exile that right away. Alright, upkeep. Put a pause. Because... Exile, right away. Before we even draw, so we don't lose the life. Proving Ground to board. Opponent's turn. Alright, opponent gets a Fable. Let's see, how much can we do here? We can pick this. Land aboard. Pick. Add this back. Add this back. Meat Hook X2. I was tempted to get back the Ren, but keeping them off the board feels good, because they could have attacked with both, been able to at least punch the 3 in. And if they had like a 2 damage spell, they'd be able to finish off Rutstein. But also, keeping the token off the board means that we're hurting them on artifacts on board for Voltage Surge, and just ramp in general. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, land aboard, pass it back. Our turn will use Shigeki discard to get back Terra Sunder and the Repossession. Use Terra Sunder, get rid of Reflections, and then buy back the Shigeki again. Yeah, what does the opponent do here? Did they actually attack? is we can offer a double block. This gets rid of Harvester. We're going to keep Retstein still. We lose the 1-1. Oh no. And opponent scoops it up. They know that we're got a Shigeki loop going, and they just feel that they aren't going to be able to do anything now. Alright, we'll take a mulligan on this one. We'll keep this one. We'll put the Shigeki... No, I shouldn't put Shigeki on bottom. I'll put Retstein on bottom. Alright, we'll lead with the black-blue source. We'll go then for the Boseiju. Go for Shigeki. Oh, actually, play the forest. Go for Shigeki. Ooh, we actually get to keep the Shigeki to board. I was thinking it's like it was going to hit some kind of removal there. Just pass it back. Alright, opponent's getting the Iganjo ramp going. They're eyeing the Shigeki now. It's too late to remove it. Alright, we activate. As a cost, it goes back to our hand. And opponent just flashes in the Emperor.
I'm not overconfident.
I guess they're just playing around the counterspell.
We must protect the people.
Bring out Ren off our ramp. -3. We could be actually in a bit of a bad spot with the Ren coming down like that, because it could use removal, get rid of this. Hello, Lily.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows lately.
Yep. There goes Ren.
Sacrifices must be made.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Alright, looks like we're going to save up land, pass. This way we can do Shigeki, discard X2, get back Sorrows and Drag. Discard a joint exploration here.
We all have things we'd rather.
Ooh, we have Kotosi to actually answer that, but it's a good play for the opponent.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I think how much we're representing on the sweep. Green, white, blue. So we actually have to have Rafine's Tower touch the board. So that way we can get the full domain. Grab both of these. I think, do I need a drag? Yeah, I do. Alright, we drag it. It'll be the opponent's turn. We can use Terra Sunder to get rid of Lily. But I think it'd be better for us to use March to get rid of Lily.
Keep watch for intruders.
Under my reach, neither vampire nor human. You can deal with my
Cast this first. Push both these to the bottom. Sky Turtle is actually pretty good.
Rocket.
Discard here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaves us 3 to play Sky Turtle. Get rid of the Lily.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
I'm just wondering if I have the ability to get back the Shigeki off the turtle here, or if I'm gonna have to go for drag. Fortunately, opponents just got Lily Tribal there.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Discard
We
Pictose.
all have things we'd rather forget.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
May your blade strike true.
Discard. Let's see, what's our electrical going to be? We're going to take 4. Go to 10. They're going to represent 2, 4, 6, 10 damage on board. Let's see, if we grab Shigeki, we can do Shigeki and not get enough to play anything else. So I guess our best is drag. If I'm just gonna plus with that Lily, we'll use Sky Turtle to bounce the Lily. So the first to discard.
The people.
Oh wait, I can only discard bounce to discard creatures. Never mind.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Thankfully, they used the token generation first. Then
I bring my own army.
But yeah, opponent just is Super Friends, and the Super Friends are being an issue. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give them the GGs. We don't have anything now. I mean, we have combo cards in hand, so we'll keep this. We'll lead with this, so that way we can try this turn 2 Shigeki plan. Spirited Companion for our opponent. So this is probably a black-white Reanimator deck. Oh, they just pass. If that's the case, we'll go for the tower, pass it back. We hold up the Shigeki for its ability. Shredder is fine. Activate. Fill our graveyard a little bit. Oh, 0 lands. That's no good. How did I hit a 0 lander? Well, let's attempt to put Shigeki back to the board. We have Make Disappear available to us, so we have a possible way to protect Shigeki. Alright. They do the grasp. Can't stop that. We'll just go for Rutstein. Well, there goes our sweeper. But we actually have a full domain available to it when we add it back to our hand eventually. Oh, we actually milled a Shigeki, so this is actually our last Shigeki here. Well, that's gonna die. So let's see, we go for March to kill the Apocalypse. Do it for 5, and that's going to cost us how much? It's going to cost us 6. If that's the case, it's better for us just to use Urtai here. Oh, I was trying to put that back in my hand so that way I could put a stop and do it on their upkeep. But that's the way it worked. Well, we take another point of damage. Another Ledger Shredder for our opponent. So it looks like they put us on a draw lots of cards plan with their deck. We'll make this appear, and we'll sacrifice Urtai. Keep the opponent off this extra draw plan that they have. We lose a counter spell, but go X4. Get rid of a Shredder. Pass it back to the opponent. I just wanted to kill the Shredder in case the opponent had the ability to double spell and get more value for both their Shredders and punish us in the air. But at this point we should be good. Ooh. I was gonna say we should be good to potentially do the Shigeki here, but I'm gonna attempt this red. Alright. Just a straight up negate. Pass it to the opponent. Well, I'm gonna kill the Lily.
Suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it with water.
The discard repossession.
We'd rather forget.
May your blade strike true.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can do 5. Gonna be holding Takanuma in hand instead of bringing it to the board for our lands, just to play around them top decking another Lily.
Remember your training.
Okay, land for the turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we can do Shigeki for 3. We can't add Meat Hook because it's legendary, but we can get the Sweeper. We can get Urborg, and we can grab Sky Turtle.
We've got the edge in this fight.
See, so Urborg definitely. Rag. And Sky Turtle. Alright, we'll just lead off with the drag. Kick Repossession. We will add Shigeki. And we will add... I'm just going to add 2 Shigekis to hand. At this point, we should be able to get back more than enough cards
Let your blade
without having
be
too much of an
the
issue. The 1, 2, 3. We can do 4 cards with Shigeki.
We must protect the people.
Alright, we'll grab, and grab. Yeah, guess what? We're back up to a full hand. Drag that to the bottom. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. And we will kill the Wandering Emperor.
Years of training.
I made sure to do it at the opponent's upkeep in case they had another one in hand, so we couldn't just flash it in at our end step and be able to start getting the value off of getting more tokens to poke us. Alright, opponent goes X0 Meat Hook. Oh, that's rude. We have the ability to use Sky Turtle to get back a card right now. Let's go ahead and use this. And we will get back Sultai. Alright, play the Sultai first. Get rid of Ledger Shredder. Yep. Run in 7. Minus. And it'll be the opponent's turn. Alright, we'll just punch the damage. Alright, put it just a march for 0. Plus, fills our graveyard. Land for turn. Pass it back. Go ahead and grab the 3 cards from our graveyard. And we'll kick the joint. Both stages you can go to the board. I don't feel like we need to use it to get rid of the meat hook. go for another plus.
Every seed contains potential.
We'll discard this. I know I'm going really low in card count in deck, but it allows us to put Shigeki in hand. Okay, so opponent's going to Wandering Imp.
I am the Emperor of Kamiko, and I will protect
We'll cut down our Urtai so that way it goes to our graveyard. Tear this asunder.
I'll be back.
And opponent's turn. X1. Grab Tear Asunder. I wanted to do X1 so that way I can get back both of these. Now we have a counterspell to protect our giant land token.
They prepare for war.
Get our ninja. And pass.
Like their defenses must be there.
So we should be able to get lethal there, yeah. So opponent scoops up. Even if they would go for board wipe, we had Urtai to flash to the board, counterspell. So this was the Sultai control deck list that we were running. Now, I do think we do run into some awkward situations with Shigeki, considering we run so many legendaries in the deck. But with Urborg Repossession, I think actually should go another one of these and down a Sky Turtle, just for the purpose of being able to get back some of these legendaries back to our hands. But the other thing is, there's just so much playing with the graveyard, and there's not a whole lot of just targeted opponent's graveyard hate, that I think what we need to do is maybe like trim out old Rutstein and go for them as the black werewolf that actually does hate on our opponent's graveyard. And I think that's really the main change I would just do to this. I like how a lot of the cards in general feel in the deck. It is a heavy control build, so the way you win is that you just kind of outgrind your opponent, and it does do a pretty good job of grinding. The March of Red Sorrows gives us back so much extra life. The Meat Hook Massacres kind of falls in the same category, gives us a nice sweep. Although I think what we should do is go down to 2 Meat Hooks and up to 3 Drag to the bottoms, because this just immediately gets you a larger minus than Meat Hooks. And there's some games that we just kind of need that. I do actually like how Joint Exploration kind of feels like a Growth Spiral. I won't say it's as good as Growth Spiral, but for the standard format, I think it's pretty good. But I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content. If you'd like to join me while I stream, you can find me on Twitch, the link below. I hope to see you again in the next video, and have a nice one.